What are the Backrooms? The Backrooms are a fictional location centered around being outside the bounds of reality. It consists of countless fan created levels, entities, objects, and phenomena which all coexist in the same universal dimension. The Backrooms are discovered via a post on 4chan from 2019, written by an anonymous author. If you're not careful and you no-clip out of reality in the wrong areas, you'll end up in the back rooms, where it's nothing but the stink of old moist carpet, the madness of mono yellow, the endless background noise of fluorescent lights at maximum hum buzz, and approximately 600 million square miles of randomly segmented empty rooms to be trapped in. God save you if you hear something wandering around nearby, because it sure as hell has heard you. Following the release of this post, many new levels were discovered, with this area being only the first one, known as Level 0. For a long time, there were thought to be only 3 levels of the Backrooms, each more perilous than the last. Today, I'll be explaining these 3 levels in an easy-to-understand video. Level 0. Level 0 is the first level of the Backrooms, and where 99% of people find themselves upon no-clipping. Travelers often refer to as the lobby, the tutorial level, or simply just the Backrooms. As mentioned previously, it is a seemingly infinite maze of randomly segmented yellow rooms, all sharing superficial features such as damp carpeting and buzzing fluorescent lights. Mold seems to grow on some walls, which contributes to the heavy mildew smell the level possesses. Level 0 is said to be very isolating, as most of the time you'll never encounter another person on your journey. If you see what you believe to be another wanderer, back away slowly, as there is a great chance it might be an entity. Furthermore, people often experience hallucinations after a prolonged stay, likely due to the repetitive stimuli and lack of any real movement. Devices such as GPS locators and compasses fail to function on Level 0. However, there are occasional bouts of a Wi-Fi connection that is extremely slow and unreliable. Rarely, one may come across rooms that are blood red instead of mono yellow. These rooms are to be avoided at all costs. Those who have entered these rooms have reported that the effects on your mind are similar to the effects the rest of Level 0 has, but amplified by a mile, with the hum buzz noise now being akin to that of a motor engine, and the mildew smell from before becoming completely putrid. Traveling a long distance in one direction within Level 0 often provides entryway to the Manila Room, which is an isolated square room with thick walls, named for the wallpaper color being akin to that of a manila folder. A single table and chair manifests itself in the middle of the room, along with a couple supplies such as almond water. Many groups use the Manila Room as a meeting place to rest and recoup before heading to the next area. To exit Level 0, you must no-clip out of reality once again. Doing this usually involves finding a door, staircase, or a wall that appears a shade darker than the rest. A gradual transition of your surroundings usually occurs after a few days of traveling through the level, providing an entryway to Level 1. Level 1. Congratulations, you've just made it out of Level 0, but don't get too comfortable, as where you are now is arguably much worse than the previous level. Welcome to Level 1 of the Backrooms, which is often referred to as lurking danger. There's also a roughly 1% chance that one will no-clip directly into Level 1 instead of Level 0. Level 1 appears quite similar to Level 0, but you may have already noticed a few major differences. The walls are no longer the same yellow wallpaper as before, as they are now a beige-colored drywall. The material of the floor varies from person to person, with some describing it as dry carpet, with others describing it as tile or pavement, leading many to believe that Level 1 has distinct biomes of terrain. Either way, a surefire method of knowing you are in Level 1 is the presence of a low-hanging fog. Additionally, murals appear and disappear randomly on the walls, often depicting crudely drawn scenery to match the walls and floor. Fluorescent lights on level 1 appear to be dimmer than level 0's, with the humming noise now being more muted and soft. These light fixtures flicker every so often, sometimes even shutting off completely. When this occurs, level 1 becomes extremely dangerous, as hostile entities will begin to emerge from the shadows. Level 2. So, you've gone too far in the backrooms. Where are you now? Everything appears as a thin, claustrophobic maze of utility tunnels that seem to go on for millions of miles. This is Level 2, one of the most hostile and unexplored parts of the backrooms. In this place, the humbuzz ambience from before is now replaced by the never-ending roar of machinery and rumbling pipes. The walls, floor, and ceiling are now made of concrete, with large pipes that line the walls and ceiling. Within these pipes is what appears to be a viscous black fluid, which typically causes burns upon skin contact. There are also vents that house this same strange fluid, in which noises caused by various entities can be heard. Doors can be found occasionally, which are typically locked. Those that aren't locked either open up to reveal solid concrete or an empty room sometimes filled with shelves. These shelves can house various objects, many of which are typically not necessary for survival, such as electronic pieces and computers. Level 2's temperatures can reach an unbearable warmth, sometimes reaching up to 43 degrees Celsius or 110 degrees Fahrenheit, or even higher. This heat is thought to be caused by the pipes, but it could very well be from another unknown source. The entities on Level 2 are some of the most dangerous in the backrooms, many of which are undocumented. The first photo discovered of Level 2 pictures a shadowy figure approaching the camera holder with unknown intentions. The fate of this photographer is unknown, and the type of being that is pictured cannot be identified. If you see what you believe to be an entity, your only option is to run in the opposite direction until you think you've lost it. How do I get to the backrooms? If you would like to enter the backrooms, you must no-clip out of reality. There are various methods that can be used to no-clip, including finding a wall that's a shade darker than the rest, like it feels out of place, interacting with a glitched object or chair, falling or tripping via staircases or other objects, or the most common method, happens randomly and without warning. Over the years, it was soon discovered that levels 0 through 2 aren't the only levels of the backrooms, they're just the beginning, with hundreds of thousands of infinite levels to explore and document. The MEG is currently researching more and more levels each day, with hundreds of different levels being added to the database. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this.